Hello everyone, and welcome to our lesson on Greek art. Today, we will explore how ancient Greek culture, mythology, and aesthetic value shaped some of the most influential architecture, pottery, and sculptures in human history. To understand Greek art, we must first look at its geography. Ancient Greece was a collection of city-states scattered across a mountainous peninsula and numerous islands in the Aegean and Mediterranean seas, establishing a unique network for cultural exchange. A central pillar of Greek life and art was their religion. The Greeks believed in powerful deities and mythical titans who possessed immense control over the natural world and human destiny. Greek religion possessed an extensive mythology. These stories explained how the gods actively interacted with and affected humans on Earth. The ruler of these gods, Zeus, was known not just for his absolute power, but also for his notoriously bad temper, which the Greeks believed manifested as thunderbolts. Myths were not just entertainment, they were created to teach meaningful lessons and explain incomprehensible events like illnesses, death, earthquakes, and floods. Because the Greeks believed the gods controlled every aspect of daily life, they set up special altars in their homes and built monumental temples to pray for protection. They knew that if the gods became unhappy, severe punishment would follow. Beyond the gods, Greek art and storytelling revolved around legendary heroes. Popular narratives featured Heracles and his 12 labors, Odysseus navigating his long voyage home, Jason's quest for the Golden Fleece, and the monumental Trojan War detailed in Homer's epic poem, the Iliad. As we pivot specifically into visual art, we categorize Greek history into three distinct artistic periods: the Archaic period from 800 to 600 BCE, the Classical or Hellenic period around 500 BCE, and the Hellenistic period spanning 400 to 100 BCE. To understand their identity, note that the Greeks viewed Hellen as their mythical ancestor, called their country Hellas, referred to themselves as Hellenes, and defined their shared culture as Hellenic. These aesthetic ideals are most visible in Greek architecture, particularly in their columns, which rest upon a foundation known as the stylobate. The Greeks developed three distinct architectural orders. The Doric order is simple and sturdy, capped by an abacus and echinus. The Ionic order is more slender and elegant, recognizable by its scroll-like capitals called volutes. Finally, the Corinthian order is highly decorative, featuring intricate capitals carved to look like stylized acanthus leaves. The most iconic achievement of the classical Doric order is the Parthenon in Athens. This masterpiece was designed by the brilliant architects Ictinus and Callicrates, while the legendary master artist Phidias oversaw its intricate sculptural decorations. Other magnificent structures include the Erechtheion, famous for its porch supported by sculpted female figures called caryatids, and the massive Temple of Zeus. Keep in mind that religious ceremonies did not happen inside these buildings. Rituals were performed outside at altars dedicated to specific deities. Worshippers would place votive deposits here, leaving gifts of food, drinks, and precious treasures, or sometimes performing animal sacrifices to win the favor of the gods. While original wall paintings have largely been lost to time, we can witness the mastery of Greek painting through their decorated ceramics. These detailed scenes depict mythic battles, athletes in motion, and daily life, highlighting a sophisticated understanding of human anatomy and narrative storytelling. Pottery was both highly functional and deeply symbolic. Large vessels like these featured geometric registers, intricate patterns, and detailed silhouettes, often serving as monumental markers for graves or containers for mixing wine and water during celebrations. Finally, we look at the peak of classical sculpture. Moving away from the stiff poses of the Archaic period, artists mastered natural movement and ideal physics. Examples include the Spear Bearer by Polykleitos, which established a mathematical canon of perfect human proportions, and the Dynamic Discus Thrower by Myron, capturing a single, tense moment of athletic action. Inside the temples, colossally scaled masterworks like the statue of Athena inside the Parthenon stood as the ultimate symbol of civic pride and religious devotion. Thank you for listening.